way to university, I'm going to read what I want and wear black.
No, that shows you're a rebel. They don't want that at Oxford.
No, they don't want people who can think for themselves.
Oh, of course they don't.
Hello, but I'm a music lover and I'm worried about your cellos.
I'm here speaking with Danish director Lene Scherfig. You like that? Director of An Education, which you might think is a very small story. On the other hand, it's very important to the characters living it in this film. And I think you have found over time when you talk to other women that these are experiences that many of us have had in our very early years as young adults. Could you kind of give us an overview of what In Education is about?
Well, Jenny is in Twickenham, a London suburb, in the early 60s, before London started to swing. And she has this appetite for life and for music and arts and literature and other people that can't be drenched in that little suburb. Mm-hmm. So one day she's standing in the rain with her cello, and David, Peter Sarsgaard's character, stops in the car and says, "Look, I know you wouldn't take a lift from a strange man, but I'm a music lover and I'm worried about that cello. Can I please give it a lift?" And he gives the cello a lift and she walks alongside with him, and eventually she does get into the car and goes with him to the West End to get a different kind of education than the one she's pursuing when the film begins.
Danny, these are my friends, Helen and Danny. Shall we?
Sorry, that's all right. It's lovely, isn't it? If you want something, just get David to take you shopping.
From Paris, though, not here.
I'd love to. There's so much I want you to see.
When we kiss. How was your evening? Best night of my life.
What I found very relevant about the education of the protagonist in this film is that she was giving herself a choice of either education or a wonderful life filled with adventure. And that in England, at that time, you couldn't have both because you were a woman, and it was such traditional roles for women that she could either be a teacher or a headmistress.
Or a wife. You see a lot of possibilities. You see role models: Emma Thompson's headmistress, Olivia Williams's Miss Stubbs, Helen, our bombshell blonde with very few brain cells, and they all have a relation to education, and none of them is a satisfying possible future for Jenny, and so she's stuck and wants to get out of there, and David is her ticket away from that potential not very nice life. But he has unfortunately secrets that are revealed and that makes her think again and want to maybe go back to where she came from.
All right, tell us, why should not just young women, everybody, go see An Education? Don't be shy, don't be modest.
Well, you have this situation where you make a film that's good, layered, hopefully both humorous and sad, hopefully satisfactory film, and I'm happy we're getting such good reviews today, because it proves that maybe at least the journalists like it, so maybe other people will too. It's not an easy question to answer.
Sorry for putting you on the spot. An Education did great at Sundance. It has just recently screened at the Mill Valley Film Festival, where you are an honored guest. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
You sound very old and wise.
I feel old, but not very wise.